Hello everyone, how are you doing? Today we will watch a short retelling of the movie The Boy. The main character named Greta comes from the USA to England to a country house owned by an elderly couple, Mr. and Mrs. Hilshire. The girl was hired as a nanny for their son Brahms at the time of departure. But, it turns out, there is no boy, instead there is a porcelain doll. However, the healers treat her like a living child. The father of the family, in a personal conversation with Greta, says that he understands her bewilderment, but claims that Brahms is actually here. The healers leave the girl a list of rules that must be followed to nurse the doll. According to them, the nanny needs to wake Brahms up every morning, dress him in clean clothes, feed him, play his favorite music, read books, put him to bed in the evening and even kiss him before going to bed. From a telephone conversation of the heroine on a landline phone, we learn that in America she has a violent boyfriend from whom she ran away and who wants to find her. The old men say goodbye to the girl, while Mrs. Hilshire whispers in her ear that she is very sorry for the girl. Imagining that it makes no sense to take care of the doll, Greta, who previously played along with the owners of the mansion, ignores the rules after their departure and tries not to pay attention to Brahms. She covers him with a blanket, but after a while he is no longer on it. The girl throws the doll on the rocking chair. At night, warm dreams of a baby crying. In the morning she goes downstairs and sees a tear on Brahms' eye. The answer is right there, it's in the leaking ceiling and the water from it got on the doll. Grocer Malcolm, who delivers food to the mansion, tells Greta that the real Brahms died in a fire 20 years ago. After the death of his son, his parents made a doll in his image and likeness. Malcolm asks Greta out on a date. But while taking a shower, before the planned departure, someone steals her evening dress and a gold chain. Also, the girl discovers that someone cut off a piece of her hair during sleep. In search of the intruder, Greta sees a lowered ladder leading to the attic, climbs up it and finds herself locked. The date breaks down. In the morning, the girl finds an old photo album in the attic, with images of the whole family, including the real boy Brahms. Together with the newly arrived Malcolm, Greta checks the stairs leading to the attic. It turns out that it folds automatically, from a slight movement of the hand. The guy says that according to Mr. Hilshire's description, the real Brahms was a strange boy. At night Greta dreams of the doll moving. When she wakes up, she finds Brahms sitting on the couch with a sheet of rules. The girl is scared and locks herself in her room. There's a phone ringing. Picking up the phone, she hears a child's voice addressing her and urging her to follow the rules. The same voice is heard outside the door. Opening the door, Greta discovers a tray with a sandwich on the floor. All this convinces the heroine that the doll is alive. After that, the girl begins to treat Brahms with love, like a real boy and follow the rules. We are shown how Mr. and Mrs. Hilshire left a farewell message to Brahms and committed suicide by drowning themselves in the lake. The doll continues to move around the house. Greta asks Brahms to show it to Malcolm so that he will believe her. And indeed, when the girl threatened to leave, the experiment in the form of leaving the doll in the room and returning to her shows that she changed her location. Malcolm and Greta try to retire, but in another room, the music turns on. After that, the guy tries to persuade the heroine to leave the mansion at least for a while. But she doesn't want to leave Brahms. Then Malcolm tells that the real boy had a girlfriend who came to him from the city. Before the fire, the girl disappeared and was found dead in the forest. In the attic, the heroine finds her photo. A guy enters the mansion to the girl Cole and orders Greta to pack up and leave with him. The girl does not want to do this and asks Brahms to help her. After that, Cole discovers the inscription "Get Out," made with rat blood. He's furious. Malcolm, who is in the car next to the house and hears swearing, comes running and demands that Cole leave. But he breaks the doll in a rage. Loud noises are heard, and a man in a porcelain mask and with a child's voice climbs into the room from a broken mirror. The heroes realize that this is the real Brahms, who is still alive and has been in the mansion all this time. With the shards of the doll, he kills Cole, and then grabs Greta. Malcolm stops him with a blow to the back of the head, and the heroes try to escape. Moving around the mansion, they discover secret passages and shelters, with everything necessary for life. This was used by Brahms. In the secret room, the girl also sees her stolen evening dress. Brahms built a rag doll out of it and from pieces of Greta's hair. There was also a message from Mr. and Mrs. Hillshire addressed to Brahms. It says that Greta belongs to him from now on. In the end, Greta gets out of the mansion, but Malcolm is captured by Brahms. He urges the girl to stay after him, gradually changing her voice from a child's to a more adult one. Brahms shouts that if Greta escapes, he will kill him like everyone else. The heroine realizes that she cannot leave Malcolm and returns to the mansion armed with a screwdriver. Greta talks to Brahms and demands that he go to bed. He obeys, but in a childish voice asks to kiss him. Kissing the mask, Greta stabs Brahms with a screwdriver. There is a fight, as a result of which the heroine wins. The wounded Brahms falls, his mask splits, and we see part of the face disfigured by fire. Greta takes Malcolm out of the house. In the finale, we see someone in the mansion gluing together a Brahms doll. That's how this movie ends. Thank you for watching. If you liked the retelling, put likes and subscribe. Soon there will be a lot of videos on the channel. See you later.